chopped 15 minutes off at the beginning of any conversation with new people. And we're like, all right, fine. Have you seen my airport? Yes. Okay. Well, this is that. This is that made flesh. So far from, I mean, you know, it's a much different thing than thinking about paper prototypes and so forth. Like, get the prototype to be as dynamic and as real as possible and bounce back and forth. But I think also the idea that it's really soaked through with narrative helps. So in the film, the interface was designed for the use of these fictional characters. They're essentially forensic experts, except they're forensic about fragments of the future that, you know, I don't know where the thing went, but, you know, that they're trying to analyze. And that drove, in a very direct way, the design of the gestural language and so forth. And what was really interesting about that is that we found that most of the gestural stuff that we wanted the actors to do was very much like what directors would do, right? Because it was about reconstructing a crime scene, flying through it in 3D, getting particular vantage points, getting angles on bits of architecture that would let you figure out in advance which part of DC you were in and therefore where the crime was going to take place and so forth. So that, I mean, for me the word is always specificity. The specificity of the narrative, you know, imperative in that film drove the UI design, even though it was fictional, to the point where audiences in some cases believed that it was real. And that was enough in turn for us to come out of that and be like, well, time to make a company, right? Apparently this is worthwhile. And that, you know, it was a strange opportunity to hijack the filmmaking process and turn it into like a UI prototyping